fluency with one simple daily habit. Welcome back. Today, we are going to talk about something simple, not complicated, not advanced. Just one daily habit that actually works, dammy day. That actually works. If you want to speak English fluently, you don't need to study for 5 hours every day. You don't need to memorize hundreds of grammar rules. You need consistency. A small habit. The fluency is not built in one weekend. It is built in small moments every day. They study for a few days with strong motivation. Then they feel tired. Then they start again. This cycle makes progress slow. But a daily habit changes everything. So what is this habit? Repeat it out loud every single day. Even 15 minutes is enough. When you listen to Easy A 2-level English, your brain relaxes. You understand most of it. B. And when you feel comfortable, you learn faster. If the material is too difficult, your brain becomes stressed. You feel confused. But Easy English builds strength step by step. Think of it like going to the gym. You don't start with the heaviest weight. You start light. You build strength slowly. Your English works the same way. When you listen daily, your brain begins to recognize common patterns. Simple questions like, "But it? How was your day? What are you doing? Where are you doing?" These sentences become automatic. You don't need to translate. You don't need to think too much. You just understand. That automatic understanding is the beginning of fluency. Now, let's add the second part of the habit, repeating. Listening alone is helpful, but listening and repeating is powerful. When you repeat sentences out loud, you train your mouth. You train your pronunciation. You train your pronunciation. You train your confidence. Those. You are producing English. Builds fluency faster. Here is how you can practice. First, listen to one short sentence. Bed. I wake up at 7 every day. Pause. Repeat it slowly. I wake up at 7 every day. Say it again. Feel the stress. Then move to the next sentence. Keep it simple. Now let's talk about why daily practice matters so much. When you repeat something daily, your brain saves it as important information. If you practice only once a week, your brain forgets quickly. But daily contact keeps English active in your mind. Banish. Feel easy. Another important benefit of a daily habit is confidence. When you practice every day, you feel progress. You notice that you understand more than last week. You speak a little faster than before. You hesitate less. And belief builds motivation. Remember this: fluency is not about speaking fast. Fluency is about speaking smoothly, without long pauses. And smooth speaking comes from repeated exposure to simple, clear English. Don't wait until you feel ready. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But do it every day, even on busy days, even when you feel tired. Consistency is more important then intensity. Also, choose a fixed time, maybe in the morning. When practice becomes part of your routine, it feels natural. You don't think about it, you just do it. And that is the secret. Make English a normal part of your life, not a special event, just a daily habit. Different day, every day. Over time, you will notice something amazing. You will answer questions faster. You will think in English more often. You will feel less nervous when speaking. B, because your brain has practiced these patterns many times. And one day, you will realize you are speaking more naturally, more fluently. Not because of one big study session, but because of one big study session. But because of many small daily habits. I will practice a little English every day. No excuses. No waiting. Just small, consistent action. BEPS creates big, long-term results. Keep listening. Keep repeating. Your fluency is built one day at a time, and you are already on the right path. Improve listening and speaking together with Easy A2 English. Welcome back. The listening and speaking together. Many English learners practice listening. Many learners practice speaking. They practice them separately, but they practice them separately. When you combine listening and speaking at the same time, your improvement becomes faster and stronger. That is why easy A2 level English practice is so powerful. It is clear, it is slow, it is understandable, and it gives you confidence. Let me explain something simple. If you only listen, you understand more English. That is good, but if you only understand and never speak, your mouth is not trained. Your pronunciation stays weak. Your confidence stays low. Now, if you only speak without listening, but carefully, your pronunciation may not improve correctly. You may repeat mistakes again and again. So what is the solution? Dajivan. Listen carefully, then repeat immediately. For example, you hear, usually drink coffee in the morning. You pause. You repeat, did I usually drink coffee in the morning? When you do this daily, something amazing happens. Your brain connects sound with action. You hear the rhythm, you copy the rhythm, you feel the sentence structure, you repeat the structure, and slowly it becomes automatic. Automatic speaking is fluency. Now, why is A2 level English important? Because it is not too difficult. When English is too advanced, your brain becomes stressed. You focus too much on understanding vocabulary. You feel frustrated. You lose confidence. But when English is at your level, you relax. You understand most of it. You feel successful. And success builds motivation. At A2 level, sentences are simple. Vocabulary is common. Topics are daily life. For example, the topics are daily life. For example, what time do you wake up? What do you like to eat? These are real-life questions. These are useful sentences. When you practice them again and again, you prepare yourself for real conversations. Now let's talk about rhythm. English has a natural flow. Some words are strong. Some words are soft. For example, went to the park yesterday. The important words are stronger. Went, park, yesterday. When you listen carefully, you notice this pattern. When you repeat, you practice this pattern. Over time, your speech sounds more natural, not robotic, but alive. With the, but alive. The, and real conversation, you do not have time to think for 10 seconds. You must respond quickly. When you practice listening and repeating, you train your brain to react faster. You reduce hesitation. You increase flow. Step 3. Close your eyes and say it again from memory. For example, that abundance. Now change it. I go to work at 9. Now change it. I go to the gym at 6. This builds flexibility. Flexibility builds confidence, and confidence builds fluency. Also, do not worry about perfection. You do not need a perfect accent. You need clear pronunciation. You need comfort. Comfort comes from repetition, and repetition becomes easier when the material is simple and clear. Another important thing is patience. You may not feel improvement in one day, maybe not even in 1 week. But after 1 month of daily listening and speaking practice, you will notice changes. You will understand more. You will speak more smoothly. You will feel less nervous. And that feeling is powerful. Remember this. With D, listening feeds your brain. Speaking trains your mouth. When you combine them, you build complete communication skills. And communication is the goal. Not perfect grammar, not perfect pronunciation. Communication. So today, choose easy English. Listen carefully. Repeat confidently. Practice daily, even if it is just 15 minutes. Small effort, big results, because fluency is not about studying harder. It is about practicing smarter. And practicing smarter means training your ears and your voice together. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Improving. You are building real English skills. One clear sentence at a time.